we? It's out of one gross fight into another. I tell you, this is how it's going to go on Attack of the Swarm.
It is Attack of the Swarm, yeah.
Just so you know, it's going to be like one grosser thing after another. That being said, here we are. I think this might be the end of this part. This might be the last episode of this part. We'll see how the fight goes, you know. But book 2, man, it's been a lot of things. Like if you think back to it, book 2 started with being adrift on the starship with, you know, y'all's favorite NPC ever. And then there was like, you know, the city patrol section, and now this cave section. It's a weird book. It's kind of all over the place. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm glad to be wrapping this one up and moving into the next phase of this adventure next time. That being said, I think this is going to be a fun fight, and I'm ready to get into it. So, Griffin, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you what I'm drinking. I'm not going to wait for you.
I was going to ask what you were getting into.
I'm drinking a Flamingo Prince from the Weiner Beer Company, and this is a beer spiked kombucha with hibiscus.
Oh, some booch?
Yeah, some boozy boocha.
You lost me on the hibiscus.
It's really good. It's
What's wrong with hibiscus?
I don't know. It hits my tongue wrong.
Speaking of someone that hits my tongue wrong. Hey, Steve. What you drinking, bud?
Know it. All right. Hey, it's Steve here from the Hideous Laughter Podcast. Matumbe saw Mr. Serpent on that show. Comstock Patty Whacker for the patrons. I am drinking a Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer. This is Cucumber Lime, the freshest seltzer on
that sounds
the
extremely
market
fresh
right now.
Is it actually decent?
Yeah, I like them a lot. They're good.
Okay, I'm going to have to try that.
Well, speaking of someone who's actually decent, hey, Zach.
Hey, how's it going, Chris?
Lies.
I
Slander
am
and
about
lies.
to crack open a Black Cherry Bud Light Seltzer. America.
Have you tried the Bud Light Platinum seltzers yet?
I have not, no.
Treat yourself.
Are you guys giving me actual advice, or are you trying to trick me into drinking some nasty shit?
I don't know, man, because there was that time when you had the Social Club seltzers, and you were like, "These are good." And
I
we
thought
were
they
like,
look. It only took me like a month to drink them. Okay,
side of a good seltzer right there.
yeah.
Well, then definitely try
sit.
them. Definitely try them.
When given the option to take or leave these, I leave them.
Okay. Thanks, man. Good looking out.
Yeah. Speaking of someone I'd take, hey Heath.
Hey, this is Heath Parker from Southern Tomfoolery, Titanium Mike, Tex Arcana, and DJ Trev for the Patriots.
You just like said what character you play on this show.
Yeah.
I'm Tex Arcana, the
Is it untrue? Is it untrue?
I can't believe you took Steve's bit like that.
That's not the
Sometimes I'm
first
an
time.
alligator gar water elemental.
Yeah.
I play Alligator Gars 1 through 3.
So far. Yeah, and I'm drinking a Captain Dynamite IPA from New Belgium.
Okay.
Never had one of these.
Dynamite.
So.
I haven't either.
What is IPA? Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a very drinkable IPA. It doesn't have too much of that. You
Oh,
know?
that's what the people want.
Speaking of somebody that has a little too much of that. Hey, Emily, what are you drinking?
All right. Real talk, much like Zach. It's been like a month and a half that these White Claws have been in my fridge, so I'm still on a tangerine kick.
Did you destroy your fingers opening this one?
No, this is the same one.
Oh, that's weak.
There's I
carrying one
am
over?
pathetic. Can that be my excuse?
I don't know if you're allowed to carry them over like that. Can we check the rule book?
I think that there's a loophole. It's subsection 3, Article B.
It's like immediately 3 ones on the board.
That's not true. I don't recall.
It's a hefty penalty.
It's gonna be the
literally
first
the-
HTF T-shirt. Just hideous tomfoolery on the front. It just says "I am pathetic" on the back.
Yeah.
I believe we were instructed to finish our drinks. after the last episode, Emily.
I
After
finished
every
what was in
episode.
my mouth.
That's not.
that's
that
not
wasn't
how
the
it works
request
at all.
Yeah, that's not what I said.
Well,
I feel like there's a lot of
sometimes I don't listen
circumstances
to you, Adam.
where if you just finish what's in your mouth, it really doesn't count.
You hope they
Gonna-
finish it.
I make up my own rules.
All right. Well,
How's
speaking
that
of
been
someone else
working
that
out
makes
for
up
you?
their own rules. Hey, it's me, Griff. I'm drinking, I'm drinking another sparkling ice grape raspberry with some vodka in it.
You hear that? Another, Emily. Another.
Another one.
Another one.
You hear this, Adam?
Whoa, she actually farted.
I did.
She,
I
like,
stood up.
moved
If
the
she
mic
had
to
actually
her-
farted,
to
she
her
would have
butt.
said the word fart.
Yeah.
This is what,
Rule.
I'm really glad you guys all have those fancy microphone boom arms, because that's really how she was able to get the mic down
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
fast.
I just, like,
she moved it down there.
Yep.
It's really smooth. I mean, kudos to Blue microphones.
Excuse me.
It really captures
Just
those fart
smooth,
sounds really good.
Kudos
The
for the
essence of
regular
the fart.
speaking. Kudos for the fart capturing. So
It's all ASMR.
For those of us that don't have them, we have to like turn around and jump real quick.
Yeah.
Time perfect.
I want to see that. I'm waiting to see that. Okay.
it's a real hassle.
That's really why I signed on to
you
this
did
podcast.
sign up for my late night STF Online game, so we'll
I
see.
expected a couple of those.
Well, we've got a really, really nasty bug to deal with here. Let's get initiative. Let's get that going first. So, Zach, what did Vin?
Got that double deuce, man. That's a 22 for your boy Vin.
Oh Lord.
Coming in
Dodo.
hot.
All right, Natasi, what did Natasi get?
I got that dirty 6.
The dirtiest of sixes.
Right there in the other end of the spectrum. All right, Sigurd, what about you?
Got an 18.
Okay, Tex.
Fairly certain that I saved Yavari's ass on initiative with a 19.
Okay,
Yep.
Yavari, what'd you get?
Yeah, you've already got a 7.
Okay, well, yep. Once again, Tex brings you to the fray.
It's a team. It's a
It's
team
a
effort.
It's team effort.
And once again, Vin is at the top. And let's go ahead and get that knowledge check that I know you're going to roll.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh,
Here
boy.
I go, knowledge checking again. Okay, it's a natural 13. It's a life science.
It's a life science, yes.
It's a 23.
23, all right. This isn't a pari.
Okay.
I just want to read a little bit of the description of it, just so our listeners can get a feel for this. An apari is a living hive. It's
gross.
gigantic beetle-like carapace animated by generations of tiny insects for whom it serves as both home and queen. Nestled within every apari's exoskeleton is a mass of millions of writhing gray maggots, each no larger than a grain of rice. A constant stream of chemical signals ferried by the living neurological system of the apari directs the development of these maggots into myriad forms needed both to support the hive's gestalt biological functions and to maintain a flexible population of individual bugs. Pretty gross.
Very
now, you
gross.
want some mechanical information, I'm sure.
Preferably.
Yes. Okay, so with that, you get one question. Tell me what you want here.
Resistances or immunities?
All right. Well, those are two separate things.
I'll try it.
However, I will give you immunities because this is a better answer for you. Immune to critical hits.
Lame.
Oh, I guess I'll just crit less then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. Totes.
You can just go ahead and save all those crits, you know. And that's all you're going to get with that 23. But
All right.
I think that description definitely sums up what we're talking about here. And it's pretty gross. You
Yep.
have your turn. Let's go for it.
Yeah, so Vin, as he shoulders his rifle, says, "You may want to keep your distance from this one." And we'll stunt and strike, dirty trick, and as he does, he'll move behind Tex about 15 feet to the northwest.
Okay.
And yeah, computers check. It's a natural one.
Oh, no good. on that.
Damn.
Lord.
board.
Put it on the
City.
fucking board.
The board is fucking ridiculous in this last section.
The board got out of hand. That's
lots of
quickly.
crits on both sides there.
And then I rolled a 16 on my attack, plus my plus 6 bonus for 22
22 against
EAC.
is a hit.
Very nice. For a whopping 2 damage. Just carrying the team over here.
That's right, Finn. Fuck it up.
Yeah.
Doing
You
my
kill-
best, mate.
Fuck it up, buddy.
You kill a single maggot.
I got one.
Knew you could do it.
That damn pirate.
All right. Well, next up we got Tex.
Okay, so to start with, Tex is right up on this thing because he was, enthralled by the amber
Right.
that it came out of. So to start with, I'm going to take a guarded step backwards.
Okay.
And then as a standard action, I will use another puncture veil, but it won't be the full action version, so it won't be as good. So that will be 1d4 piercing, and it'll get bleeding 1 for 3 rounds. So 3 damage and bleeding 1.
All right. All right. What's your spell slot situation looking like?
I'm getting there. I'm getting pretty low.
All right. Next up, we got Yavari, who is not in the belly of a beast.
She's not, but she does see that Tex is pretty close to the new beast. Mm-hmm. So she is going to woof past and flop down right in front of Tex, basically trying to assert herself in front of the beastie, but still giving her allies a line of shot, line of sight. That's the word.
Yeah, you did it.
I did it. And then is going to try and whack it with her axe.
All right. So we're going to take a swing on this giant
That ain't gonna get
maggot flea thing.
That's going to be a 14.
It's going to miss.
Yeah. But she's here now, so yeah.
Okay. Sigurd, you're up.
All right, Sig's going to move around this thing. 5, 15, 20. That puts him in a flank with Yavari. He's going to go ahead and entropic strike this porously carapaced creature. That is a natural 19, which will definitely hit EAC at a 26.
Yes, indeed.
And that's max damage, 12 acid damage.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Good hit.
Yeah.
Good hit, man.
All right. So Sigurd comes in swinging around the backside. Got that flanking action going on with Yavari. Gets a nice little chunk out of the Apari. And it is now Natasi's turn.
All right, Adam. What was the knowledge check to know anything about this again?
It's immune to crits.
No. What was the actual roll?
Oh, life
for?
science. Life science. Mhm.
Oh, I can roll that. I'm not good at it, but it's worth a shot. Because there's one question I really want the answer to. 17.
That ain't going to get it.
Uh-oh. All right. Well, if that's the case, I was going to ask if it's susceptible to mind affecting, but now I just need to find out myself. So I am going to start getting that red energy conduit from Natasi into this creature. Do I need to roll spell resistance?
You do not?
This will be a level 1 will save. Level 1 spell, version of the spell.
Okay. That's a 16.
Meets beats, so you're taking half.
I'll go ahead and save you the trouble. It is not affected by mind-affecting spells.
Guys, I got real bad news for you. That's basically my offensive capability.
I have
Shut
a question.
Yeah.
Just moving forward, would we assume, since we've been fighting Swarm, that any like hive mind type creatures would be like immune to that?
I mean, you can if you want.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
here to
All right.
stop
Cool,
you
cool,
from
cool, cool, cool,
making
cool.
assumptions.
Cool.
So Emily, some of the actual swarm we were facing earlier, they rolled twice and took the better save. So they weren't just flat out immune, and those were actual swarm. Adam hasn't indicated whether this is an actual swarm component, so I don't know, but I don't think it's an inherent swarm trait that they're immune.
Heard. Thank you, Steve.
Feels pretty sus that the Temple of Hylax would just unleash a swarm component on somebody.
Yeah.
Right.
I
Yeah,
assume
yeah.
all bugs are swarm. That's just how my brain works.
Well, that
would-
is not. Nope. We can't be following Hylax and making those.
That's quite the sweeping generalization in the year. What year is it?
Something.
It would be. I don't know. It's the Apari's turn, and the Apari is going to, do some stuff. All right, it is going to just attack twice with the claws. Once against Sigurd and one against Uvari. So here we go. The first one's going to be against Sigurd. And we got a 30 to hit Sigurd.
30 does.
That's going to get you for 21 slashing damage.
And
Jesus.
some entropy.
That's a
Okay.
big hit.
Yeah, second attack to Uvari.
Please roll a
Yes.
natural one.
Does a 20 hit your KAC?
Yes.
All right, so you're going to take 20 points of slashing damage. And you definitely see that this thing swings hard and hits hard. So it is now round 2. Vin, we're back to you. You've already kind of got in your way, but you could still clip the side of that without having to move.
Vin is going to take a 5-foot guarded step, just in case it's got reach or something. Forward next to Uvari.
Okay.
And switch grips on his rifle as a swift action. And reach out his free hand and look to Uvari and say, "You trust me, right, love?"
Oh boy.
Yeah. She says with all begrudgingness.
And those familiar holographic red runes start appearing around his arm, and he will cast Overheat. And just to be safe, he'll activate selective targeting on the one square. I don't think that Uvari square would be in the range of that cone, but just in case, he does it, and the little holographic hexagons appear on a corner of her, person.
Okay.
So yeah, Overheat. So go ahead and roll me a reflex save.
I can do that. Ooh, I think I got it here.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, I rolled well too. That's going to take it to a 22.
Yeah, that's so you take half damage of this 2d8,
Okay.
and that is 12 damage. So it'll be six damage,
Okay. All right.
and that's my turn.
Okay. Tex, we're back to you, buddy.
Okay, I'm gonna do something a little weird, which could really just be a motto for the whole character. I would like to cast a level 2 version of Baleful Polymorph. All right,
Okay.
it's not mind affecting, it's transmutation, but it does require a DC 16 saving throw.
All right. So here's what's going to happen first is there's going to be an opportunity attack on you because it does have reach, and you're casting
Bodyguard.
a spell. And you have bodyguard, right?
Yep.
All right. So you're going to get a +2 to your AC here.
You're going to get a +3
Why is that?
because I also have Shelter Ally. He is smaller than me.
Okay, I like it. Let me ask you. He does
It's not gonna matter.
I tried.
Yeah, I mean, I got a 26.
Yeah, it's not gonna matter.
All right, so that's going to hit for, and I think you lose the
Okay,
spell,
cool.
right?
So I'm gonna die and lose the spell. Cool.
Okay, I didn't roll great on the damage, but it's still a lot. 26 points of slashing damage.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Got him.
I'm
He's
in my
mad, y'all.
HP.
He's mad, y'all. Got him in there. All right, Yavari.
Okay. Shite.
You're flanking.
Are
Yep.
flanking.
Yep. She's gonna try to hit with her flare axe. Oh, 15 on the die, plus 8.
Yeah, I mean, because of the flanking, well, not because of that, but in addition to flanking, you're able to hit successfully with your axe.
Okay, and 11 electric and fire damage.
Okay, boom. Nice. Putting some dents in this thing. All right. You just saw Yavari swing across. You saw it reach out and slash into Tex's hand as he was trying to cast a spell. What you gonna do, Sigurd?
Well, first he's gonna call out, Tex, Vin, get the fuck out of here. Yavari and I got this.
Well, I thought I had gotten far enough away.
The slash across your chest says otherwise. And he's going to full round action pump all of his entropy into Betty and strike out with Betty with the flank.
Okay.
That should do it with a 15 on the die. That'll go to a 24 with the flank.
Yes, sir.
Need more D. I'm glad I brought a couple sets of dice. 19 points of
Ooh,
acid damage.
Damn. Nice hit there.
It's a very solid hit.
Yeah. Those entropic strikes coming in hot. All right, Natasi.
All right. Natasi sees. Well, remember last turn I said all my offensive capability is over with. Well, looks like I'm just doing healing the rest of this combat.
Probably.
So Natasi's
Thank
going.
you for your service.
She's going to take a 5-foot step up, so she is right behind Tex. And I don't know. Hey, are you guys familiar with the Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez?
Oh, yeah.
He's got the pentagram cut or tattooed onto the palm of his hand. A blazing orange pentagram appears on Natasi's palm, and she touches it to Tex's back as she casts a level 1 Mystic Cure.
That's HP healing?
Curious about where that cure is coming from.
See, I love how you guys are always like, "Oh, Vin's sus," but like nobody's talking about the fact that Natasi is like literally
it's
dangerous as
understood.
devil.
Zach,
Sus.
get out of here. I was sus before we even joined the show. And this is really juicy too, because I'm maxed that thing out, man. That's 11 points of healing, and with my archetype, that spills over into your stamina. If
Very
you're
nice.
down less than
Like,
11.
Yeah, that gets my HP to max and then gives me a little stamina. There's 11 total, right?
11 total.
Okay.
Max.
Okay, I like it. So now it's the Apari's turn, and as a move action, it's going to spend a resolve point. Yes, it has resolve, and it's going to spawn a constituent out of its body. One of those little mosquito things comes flying out of the body.
So he says, like, is you is or
Is
is
you
you
is or
ain't
is you
my
ain't my
constituents.
constituents. Yes.
And then farts out a, okay, cool.
You
All right.
you said it as I was like preparing to say it. I love that joke.
And then I've got a claw. That was the move action for the Apari. So then the Apari is going to swing its claw on to Sigurd. It's a standard action with a 23 to hit.
That just gets me. Or wait, yeah, it does. I don't have my shield up.
Yeah, so that's going to get you for 21 points of slashing damage. And then just as an aside, Griff, you might want to update your bars on Roll20, just so your healer be aware. And then the constituent is going to full attack on Tex with its claws.
Bro, what did I
Bodyguard.
do?
Oh, I can't.
Bodyguard.
Wait, has it been another round?
No, it hasn't because they did it. Yeah, so you can't do it. All right, so 19.
Well, wouldn't it be?
Well, yeah, no, it would. She would.
Yeah, because Uvari goes
she had
right
a
after
turn,
Tex.
yeah.
So she would have done her turn because she used hers when Tex cast a spell.
Yep.
Oh, sure did. She's
Thank
after
you.
Tex. Yep. All right, so bodyguard on you, Tex. Does a 19 hit?
With +3
What-
to your AC.
What? KC? EAC?
Yeah, KAC.
No, that puts me up to 20.
All right, cool. So 8's going to definitely miss. All right. So that's going to be the Awful Bug's turn.
Thank you
Oh,
for
also-
your service.
You see that the Apari seems to lose a little bit of its husk as it spawns that constituent. It is now round 3. Then you're up.
Okay. Does this thing have like? I mean, it's got reach, I guess, right? We've established that.
Yep.
Okay. Well, then that's gonna make this stunt and strike that I do probably provoke an. No, it's only. Well, yeah. If it's
'cause
got
it's
reach, it
ranged
can.
attack,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm gonna stunt and strike. Go ahead and try to hit me.
Probably will.
Probably.
We're looking at a 30 to hit, so that's going to
Get out
definitely
of
get it.
Does a 72 hit your AC or?
I
I
didn't
mean,
ask.
basically.
I didn't ask. So that's... Woo-wee, dude. That is going to be... Oh, I'm sorry. It's not as bad as I thought. It's 20 points of damage.
Ouch, that still hurts. Yeah, it still hurts. I have 1 stamina remaining. After that, but Vin's still gonna stunt and strike on him.
All right.
All right, and how about a 26
Not
on that
enough.
computer's check?
Not enough.
Computer's check and the 26 doesn't get it?
No.
Holy smokes, dude. In that case, Vin's gonna take 2 hardy steps backwards as he
No.
fires his...
All right.
You already burned it.
Well, yeah, I was thinking that you didn't have that movement, but you do.
22 to hit.
22
EAC.
to hit will hit.
Okay. For 4 damage.
Okay. Every little bit counts, dude.
Yeah, just plug it away.
All right, Tex. You do have this like little mosquito thing up in your face now.
Yeah, well, and
you
I'm
gonna do?
I'm like pinned kind of between Natasi and Uvari, and like I can't guarded step out of range.
No, you can't.
I mean, I'm kind of fucked no matter what I do.
It does not have a reaction.
Oh, it doesn't have one right now.
Well,
Oh.
the constituent does.
I guess to say the little one's still
But
good.
that's just a little guy. It's just a little guy. But the
Yeah,
big guy
but-
does not have one.
I've got little guy AC too, though. I guess. All right, here's what I'm gonna do because I'm scared to do anything else. I'm gonna use my cook grenade feat to full action draw an attack with a grenade at a +2 to the DC of the grenade, right?
Okay.
And I'm gonna throw a summoning grenade, Mark 1.
Of course you are.
Wow.
Where?
On I get the other side of Yavari.
Okay. Just roll to make sure that it lands in that square. Doesn't move somewhere else.
Okay. That
Plus your strength.
I'm gonna put it on the board with a natural 20 for a
Boom.
net 19.
Oh, you crit the empty square. You did it.
It's not immune to a crit.
Yeah, the
but-
empty square is not
say.
immune to criticals.
yeah.
That was a really weird, dirty 19.
All right, so on a hit, does it immediately explode into the summoned creature? Or does it take a round?
Let me check real quick.
I like the first one. Let's just go with the first one. Rule of cool that shit, you know? I mean,
I'm not going to start rule of cooling.
Rule of cool it.
Because then we'll never have, or it'll always be summons.
Oh, this is so much text.
You're going to do what kind of elemental are you dropping with this summon?
Fire.
Okay, so you got a fire one. Look, we'll just say I like that it just pops out like a little Pokemon. So go ahead and get your attack at a +5. Thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah, I was wrong. I'm sorry. My sheet is wrong. It wasn't me lying. But the times that I hit, I rolled high enough. I probably would have hit anyways. So I'm sorry, Adam.
It's
Just
whatever,
roll
dude.
high enough to hit with a +5 this time.
Yeah, that's what matters right now.
Okay, well, that is a 23, 18 on the die.
18 on the die, 23 will hit. So we got a little D6 +3 damage here.
Okay, so that'll be 7 damage total.
All right.
Not bad.
Okay. Boom. And that's going to be up for 3 rounds because it's done at a caster level 3. All right, so Yavar, you're up.
okay. All right. Y'all know how I feel about cones and how they befuddle me. Could I get both the Apari and the constituent in a 30-foot cone without hitting Sigurd? I feel
yeah.
like I can.
Yeah, sure.
Give
can.
me more entropy. Do it.
So then
Yeah, if
Yavari...
you start it from like this corner right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Yavari just saw, Tex get waylaid and she's not about it. So she's just like, and this breath weapon of a 30-foot cone of fire.
Okay.
Max damage.
Oh, shit.
Oh, they'd have to do a reflex save.
Okay. Let's see here. Reflex save from the big guy is going to be a 21.
Yeah, that saves. So
So that's going to be half damage for that. And then for the little mosquito, the constituent, it's a 6. So they're going to take full damage.
okay, so Mosquito will take 12 fire damage and Big Boy will take 6.
Dang. Okay. Not enough to kill either, but you definitely singed the wings of the constituent for sure. And is that your turn?
Yeah, that's gonna be all I can do.
All right, Sigurd, you're up.
All right. Sig's gonna attack with an entropic strike here.
How much entropy you got left, dude?
Entropic strike isn't a limited resource.
Okay.
It's just when I decide to
Charge
push.
it.
Yeah, when I charge it, and that's a full round action when I do that. But I do have entropy because you attacked me after I did that. So, bada bing. 17 on the die. I should definitely get this thing though.
Does.
With a flank. So that is 9 points of acid damage, and then
Okay.
I align my shield at it.
All right, bet. Natasi, back to you.
If people have been updating their little health bars here, I don't think anyone's into their HP right now. We got a couple people who are real close, but stamina by itself, there's nothing I can really do for that. So I think my best bet here, Natasi levels her pistol at the little tiny constituent guy and sees maybe if I could just erase this thing off the map.
Just erase it.
I'm trying,
Delete
man.
Delete that piece of the code.
I'm gonna shoot twice, and my -4
One of
penalty.
them will hit, right?
What's up?
One of them will hit, right?
I mean, statistically, I think it's kind of unlikely, but we'll see. Yo. Oh boy. Does a dirty 1 hit?
No.
Baby.
Put it on the board. Is that a put it on the board?
No.
Oh no, Adam, that's a dirty one. I got 2 dirty 1s.
Oh my.
Wait.
God.
Actually, it's not that bad. Sorry, I miss at it. They're dirty 5s.
Oh, let's see.
Does a 5 hit?
No.
Damn.
All right. So it is now the Apari's turn. It's going to take its bleed damage. And yes, it did take its bleed damage last time. I just forgot to announce it. And boy, oh boy. I guess it's just going to full attack and split it between Yavari and Sigurd again. Alright, here we go. First attack's going to be against Yavari, second against Sigurd. First attack is a 15 against Yavari. That's going to miss, right?
Is that a board? It feels low for this creature.
It's not. It's pretty close. That was a natural 2. Not quite a 1. But then we got a 30 on you, Sigurd.
Yes, that'll do.
So you
Even
hit
with
you
the
for
shield.
21 slashing damage. Ooh, that's the lowest I've ever got, Sigurd.
You're going to regret that when I get my entropy turn, buddy.
All right, and then the constituent is going to full attack against Tex.
Bodyguard.
Stop your bodyguard. Nobody cares.
No.
I mean, just like
It's tiny.
the fact that it keeps attacking me is like absurd.
Well, it's an annoying little mosquito. It's
Yeah, it's annoying.
Summon against summoners.
That logic doesn't check out at all. I am not the threat compared to the giant dragon person standing next
Well,
to me.
yeah, the Apari's dealing with that, you know. You are still a threat. Nonetheless, I miss, I'm sure, with a 14 and a 16.
Yeah.
All right. Round 4. Then.
Just barely on the 16.
I think I want to roll another life. Can I roll another life science check, or can you not
cannot,
roll it?
no.
Cannot roll it. In that case, Vin is just going to start charging techno-magical energy into his polarity rifle as he casts supercharge weapon.
Okay. All right.
That's my turn.
All right, Tex. Back to you.
All right.
You failed to say the right words.
So I'm still mad about that. Like, that's something that we did get. That's information we did get.
Who knows? I
So
don't
what
know.
were there? Well, who can I ask if not the GM?
Some loach word had when but he didn't
Yeah, if
share
you
it
guys
with
had
us
been
'cause we
nice
got it
and
on the
loach work,
website.
he would have told you the words.
It was the poem.
It was the poem.
Yeah.
Well, then Lochworth didn't know it either. He didn't
Well,
read
I'm
those.
not gonna recite the damn poem. Okay, so my elemental gets an attack,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
So I'll go ahead and do that.
Your elemental is also technically flanking.
Dope.
Truly.
So it gets a +1,
Plus two.
+2. Okay. I don't think that'll do it. It's a 17 total.
17 total. That's with your +2.
Or it'd be an 18. I'm sorry.
That's a miss.
Okay. So Tex is gonna throw another fucking summoning grenade. Put another one out there. You remember I bought like 15 grenades at once.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh, yeah, we remember.
Oh, yeah.
See, this is why I didn't want to rule a cooler, Emily. This is right here.
He's gonna throw 15.
All right, go ahead and get another attack with an elemental.
Okay.
This one is not flanking.
It is though. Natural 20.
Oh my god.
Doesn't matter.
It's immune.
Oh yeah.
It's immune to crits.
Wait,
I mean,
where are you putting
but
this
it,
one?
But it
is.
hits.
It is a hit. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is a D6 +3. So that'll be 5 damage.
Okay.
You know, just chip away.
What's Tex doing?
Tex through the grenade.
Oh, right. Okay. So that's your turn then?
Got missed with one elemental. Mm-hmm. And I
Hit with the other one.
Hit with the
Through
other one. Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, because the cook grenade thing is a full action.
Gotcha. Yavari.
Yavari's gonna try to keep double whammying these things, and she's going to toss a shock grenade Right over Schmur.
I like it.
So as
What's the radius of that explosion?
15 feet, she would basically put it up against the wall.
Well, that would still get text.
Oh, that would.
I don't think there's anywhere you can throw it that wouldn't get one of your party members.
Yeah. Okay. She ain't gonna do that then. She's just
Wait,
going.
what's the range on it?
15.
15, 20? You can put it right here.
No, it hits.
Oh, no,
It
it
heals
hits
Sig.
Sigurd.
Yeah.
But Sigurd wants to be hit, right?
I mean,
He's at 15 health.
I'm
okay.
gonna full attack. Calm down, Ziva.
Hit me.
Yeah, she's got a full attack with her red flare axe thing.
At the big Apari.
Ooh, yeah, that's not gonna hit the first one. 16
16 total.
total for the second hit.
That's a miss, even with the flank. Yeah, it's not great.
Okay.
Oh no, Sigurd, you're up.
All right. I'm, as a full round, going to pump all of my entropy into Betty once more. I'm going to burn an inspiration here.
There you go.
And I'm going to go ahead and fucking roll this bad boy. Okay. That is a 25 with against EAC, and I'm
that's a hit.
flanking. Let's get all these D4s. Come on, baby. 18 points of acid damage.
Damn.
Nicely done.
Damn, Sigurd is laying down hits here. This
He's
thing
getting
look-
hit. He's building the entropy pool.
Yeah.
Sigurd, you're my hero, man.
The thing is looking
You've
rough.
already sulks a little.
But you're my boo thing. You're my baby.
All right, Natasha, you're up.
All right. So, first things first. I mean, Sigurd's looking really rough. It doesn't look like anybody else is actually in their hit points, so I think this is only going to apply to him. Natasi is going to reach out to Sigurd. Her hand glows once again. She's at a considerable range now, but within 30 feet. Completely free action. You see a couple of the small scars, or rather, it's the small wounds on Sigurd's face close up, and then those same wounds basically clone themselves, opening up on Natasi's face. So you are healed 4 hit points, and I take 4 hit points. That bypasses my
As a
stamina.
free action?
Free action.
What?
That's crazy.
That is called Lifelink. 1 hit point per level. Doesn't require any action on your part. At the start of each turn, you can choose any ally within 30 feet who has taken hit point damage and transfer her wounds to yourself, dealing an amount of damage up to your mystic level to your hit points, bypassing stamina points, yada, yada, yada.
That's insane.
I imagine it
Nice.
is like the opposite of like sucking in Stormlight, you know, like
Yeah.
you sucking damage from somebody else.
Yeah. So that's 4 damage to Natasi and 4 back to Sigurd?
That's correct. And then Natasi is going to spend a stamina point and fill the room with this swirling red energy as she full action channels to restore hit points.
She's gonna spend a stamina point.
I'm sorry, resolve point.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
I was like, that's dope. If it's 1 stamina.
Oh, I would
What stamina
the
heals
shit out of
everybody.
that. Yeah.
So she's a god.
All right, 19 points of healing coming back at you, Griff, and then that erases the damage that I took from you.
Fuck yes.
And this doesn't have anything like selective channeling, right? Starfinder doesn't have that.
It is healing channel. Let me read the healing all allies within 30 feet is a full action.
All allies.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Nice heal bot action there.
Thank
Getting
you.
Sigurd up to 19, back up to about half of his, a little over half
Oh
of
no,
his.
she got me up much further than that. Because she just healed me 19, which spills into my stamina, correct?
Sure does.
Sigurd's back in it, baby.
You're
so he
the
was at
best
19.
healer
Yeah.
in the world.
Then he
dude.
gets all the way to full at 34 and heals an additional 4 points of stamina.
You are. He is excited. Sorry.
I'm excited. That is an amazing heal spec you've got going there.
Yeah.
Thanks, Doc. I needed that.
Hey, you're my hero too, by the way.
You got it.
All right, we're gonna do a full. It's the Apari's turn. Gonna take that bleed damage, and then it's gonna do a full attack directed solely at Sigurd.
Oh, he's angry now, folks.
Yeah.
He's angry that we got all that HP back.
Here we go. Come on, let me get a nat 20. Let me get that nat 20. No, nat 20. We got 24,
24 hits.
which is 17 slashing damage, and then put it on the board with a natty 1.
Oh no!
All right.
So you take 17 points of damage, but I missed with that second claw. And then the constituent, much to Heath's chagrin, is still going to full attack him.
Okay.
A bodyguard.
Stop it.
Nope.
Stop
No, we are literally soul bonded.
it. Oh, shit. So a 22 is going to hit you for 7 points of damage, but then another natural 1.
Oh. Bro, I just got to tell you, you're at a net -2 in the board.
Awesome. All right. So you do take 7 points of damage, right? Because the 22 hits you even with a bodyguard.
Yes.
Okay. Round 5, this thing is close to dead. It's closer to, I mean, they're both close to dead. So, Vin, you've
right.
supercharged your weapon.
Vin's rifle is just shaking with overcharged energy.
barely
Shoulders
stand
it and attempts to stunt and strike with an inspiration on the stunt and strike. Let's go ahead and pull that out. And it's flat-footed, right? Well, I don't think that matters for the computer's check, does it?
No, it does not.
Okay. That is a natural 20.
Oh, shit.
Dude,
Yes, sir.
I can't wait until I get to reveal the board on this game. It's so dumb. It's so dumb.
Okay, so obviously the crit hit doesn't matter, but that is still a hit.
It's just a stunt and strike. It's just does the stunt and strike
right, so
hit,
that-
and it in fact does. So I will impose entangled, same
Okay.
sort of spell effect,
Okay.
and then I will attempt to attack it with my overcharged rifle
Okay.
using my other inspiration because I need this attack to hit
Okay.
very badly. Oh my god, that is it's a 12 on the die.
Okay. It is entangled. Plus you got
It
an
isn't-
inspiration. We might
Yeah,
get there.
so it's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is going to get it. Because of the entangled.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. So it's going to deal, first of all, 1d8 damage from the rifle,
Okay.
which is not much, it's 3. And then 4d6 additional damage.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Alright, so that is.
Wait,
5
how is
more.
it doing 4d6?
Because of overcharge.
Oh, the overcharge. For some reason, I was thinking it was your trick attack.
No, so.
You don't get trick attack damage because you're a stunt and strike operator.
Correct.
Right. But
So
this is
3
coming
and 5 is 8, and then 2 more d6. And that is a 6 and a 3, so 9 more damage. So 17 total damage. This massive blast of
Your-
electric energy just erupts from Vin's rifle.
Your foe has fallen.
Hey!
Fuck yeah.
Hey!
So Vin gets the kill shot on this thing, and just like maggots explode everywhere, all across the back wall, as it just like kind of like shrivels apart. Like the husk, what was binding it together was all these like insects inside, and that blast just kind of broke up the nucleus of it, and it just falls.
Does that
apart.
kill the little guy?
It does not.
Oh.
It starts squealing. My bugs.
Hey, hey, Vin, look, I'll say you're not my hero, but
Wait.
I'm not as mad
Wait,
at
who are you?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Ooh, man, that whole voice change. Hey, man, Vin, I was
You're
doing
making
your...
fun of me accent, mate.
I was. Because you're not my hero, but I will say I'm not quite as mad at you for these fucking burn scars I still have. You done
You're
good.
fine, okay? You're fine.
You done good.
All right,
But there's
nice.
still the little guy?
There's still the little guy.
That's y'all's problem.
Yeah, Tex, you're up. Got this little dude up
Can
in front of
I
you.
have my little elementals come in on him?
Sure.
Yeah, they both come in. Can they flank him?
I don't think there's... Yeah, they could. Yeah.
They're tiny.
What's their
Yeah.
movement speed?
Way more than fucking 11 feet.
Well, okay. All right, so you're good. You got a flank here.
Yep. Okay. So each one will attack. Ooh, the first one's gonna miss with a 9. And the second one is a natural 20.
Okay. Look, there's no point in doing all that. Natural 20, you're going to double the damage. That's just the modifiers.
6 damage either way.
Yeah, it kills it. Yeah.
Nice.
6 was what you needed, so.
My little elemental buddies, you're my heroes too. Everybody except Vin.
So you guys defeat this guardian of the final chamber of this ancient Sheeran holy site. Congratulations. We have a little bit more to do. So you've defeated this thing. You can kind of go back to exploring this room a little bit more. You know, you might be a little bit more trepidatious about it.
No, I poked the altar with a stick.
I was gonna say Tex isn't at all. He still goes straight to the shrine.
Okay.
Highlights got my back, dog.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's do a perception check and mysticism checks.
Should I move or no?
Anybody, everybody?
Yes. Anybody that wants to look closer.
Yarp.
Perception's a 25 for Sig.
Oh, twinning.
It was what?
25.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Sig, you definitely are able to discover the holographic emitters that were within the shrine that were projecting this image of the Sheeran's version of Hylax. And you can see that there is a small computer that controls them.
Hey, Vin, we got another computer here.
Ooh, I like computers.
I know.
Can I aid?
Sure.
You said there was a mysticism as well?
Yep.
I got 23 on that one.
Put it on the board.
Does
That's
10
a
aid?
24 for
Wait.
mysticism.
Okay.
Oh, nice. We all got pretty good mysticisms. I'm at a 21.
Okay.
I got a 16. Doesn't matter. Not important. What does matter is Vin wants to check this computer out.
Okay. Go for it.
Computers check.
Yavari aids with the computers check.
Okay. That's a +2.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be 18 because I rolled a natural 3.
That's not great.
No.
And you are unable to hack this small computer, unfortunately.
Yeah, the dice are just not loving me today, man.
Okay, so mysticism. Did everybody roll their own, or was some of those aids?
I rolled
Rolled my own.
Oh, man.
Got a nat
Okay.
20 for a 24.
So then, Sigurd, you would probably be the one that can tell that the shrine is emitting a low-powered telepathic pulse that engenders feelings of comfort and safety. I think if you relay that to the rest of the group, right, that Tex and Yavari would get this sense that this is a signal that drew Sheeran pioneers to the spot on the surface to build the House of Friendship. So if you remember, I told you there was a Hylaxian temple built on the surface over here, that they were drawn here by whatever's pulsing out of this shrine, right? This energy, this positive energy.
I was gonna but this was like it was just drawing pilgrims and Sheerans to get together, not to like run into a bug like this and kill them.
Does anybody else have computers?
I don't.
Certainly not.
I mean, I
All right.
aided, so I can.
Maybe at level
So-
5.
So what I'll let you do, Heath, is roll another mysticism, but it's going to be very hard. DC.
Okay.
And you can aid Griff and Dentasi if you would like.
Sweet. I auto aid. But that's interesting. If this beacon, I guess I feel like is a kind of good word for this this signal or whatever, that explains why the Hylax temple is on top of this. There was some intrinsic thing bringing them to this site, even if they never figured out that it was underground.
Heath, I also aid.
You aid, so that's 2 aids.
Correct.
Okay. Bro, like, it's one last to send me off. I'm put on the board because I've got 1 billion natural 20s in this last 5 episodes.
Wow. God damn.
All right, so what does that take it to total?
That will be a 28 total.
28. So that is enough for you to... You're somehow able to, like, channel your connection to Hylax into the computer. And while you can't hack the computer, what does happen is the hologram comes up again. And it says the same thing that it did before. Welcome, pilgrims, in Sheeran. But and it dissolves into motes and goes into star shapes. But then across the readout on the computer screen, you see the words, "The Forever Reliquary."
Reliquary.
Yeah, so I imagine you say those words aloud.
The Forever Reliquary.
Nailed it.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
The Forever Reliquary.
Is that a liquor store?
Yeah, it's on Triaxis. A little small town. You wouldn't know about it.
So when you do that, the holographic image changes. The golden motes suddenly blur, as if they were moving past you at great speed. Then you see an image of a large rock hurtling through space. You see the Sheeran representation of Hylax manifest on this rock, though much smaller than previously before. A glow begins to form around the rock, eventually turning into a bright corona with a long tail. This comet blazes for a few moments before the hologram fades.
Okay, that's it.
That's it.
Huh.
Is there any
mean-
religious significance to that with Hylax?
Right, I was gonna say, like, is there a role we need to make to interpret
well, no,
that?
I mean, your mysticism got you there. It got you
Right.
that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, like, it's definitely religious in nature, but it's so ancient. All you know that the Forever Reliquary is something to do with the Sheeran Exodus and Hylax, and that this is very old.
Yeah.
You know, you also, as much as this pulse, this kind of telepathic pulse draws in Sheeran, you remember that a similar pulse on Suskelin also drew in the swarm. So that is something to consider, that this pulse could possibly be a beacon for the swarm as well.
Right. So, I mean, I think Tex kind of turns to the party and it's like, I mean, I'm equal parts fascinated by this, confused by it, and now a little bit worried because, you know, whatever this kind of pulsing signal thing is, it seems like it brought, you know, good Sheeran pilgrims to this temple place or whatever, but that's the same way that the whole, you know, drawing the swarm thing happened. So I hesitate to say that it's just a swarm machination, just a swarm trap or whatever, but maybe the Sheeran and the swarm have similar ways of doing things or similar magics or something like that. But either way, it does worry me that anywhere where one of these pulses might be, the swarm might show up.
Well, we couldn't hack it earlier, so do you want me to hack it And she just kind of hefts her axe and like kind of lays it into
Oh,
her
You
hand.
mean like smash it?
Yeah.
Oh,
We tried it with like computer skills. And,
I don't think we're gonna get anything good out of you just smashing the fuck out of it. To be honest.
It would shut it off, right? And it wouldn't call the
I
swarm.
mean, yeah, you could
Oh.
physically destroy it. Like you definitely can get
see,
the sense that you could.
Yeah, I can see the appeal there. What with the worry about the swarm and stuff, and I mean, it's not like we're trying to draw like good church going Sheerans here.
All right, here I go. No, she doesn't.
I
She's
mean,
listening
we
to
could
you.
probably. I don't know if an hour is gonna kill us with the swarm. Maybe we take it
You
back
say
up.
that. You say that, motherfucker. The swarm can show up any time and destroy a whole damn planet. You know, we saw what happened the last place we was.
So do I need to smash it? I don't.
What do
I'm
y'all
getting
think?
mixed signals.
I'm wrapped up in all this Hylax stuff, and my brain's kind of addled. I'm really, I'm feeling it. I'm about it. I want to pursue whatever this Hylax connection thing is, but I also don't want the swarm to fucking show up and wreck this place.
Well, right, but I mean, you might be destroying something with ancient knowledge relevant to your newfound religion. I feel like it might be
What?
worth the
I
small
just-
risk.
Yeah, I just wonder like how much more information we might be able to get out of it. I mean, we kind of we already got some stuff, so I don't know if there's much more to get from it, you know?
Maybe worth at least having somebody hack into it, though.
Well, it's a small computer. We can just take it, right?
Right, I figure we could pick it up and...
I pick it up.
Yeah, no, we can take it with us. I just want to say, just, being kind of the voice of, not naysaying, but you know what I'm saying? Like, if we bring it with us and it can do the pulse thing, that means the swarm could not only come to this planet, but just like maybe wherever we are in the universe.
So I should smash it?
I don't fucking know.
We should see
I'm
if
so
somebody can turn it
confused.
off without
Is there an
destroying the
off
whole
button?
thing.
I imagine that Vin is just like these fucking morons.
Yeah,
Have
so
no
wha-
idea how tech works.
So actually, while they're doing that, Vin wants to like tiptoe behind them all.
Of course he does.
Yeah, that's neat. Right.
You ain't stealing it
fucking
right out of
pirate.
our damn hands. You
No,
stupid
and
bitch.
he's gonna take a peek into this back room here, surreptitiously. I'll roll a stealth check.
Yeah,
if
you're
I
gonna need
have
to roll a stealth check if you want to get by all 4 of your other party members, and everybody else roll a perception check.
It's everybody roll a perception check with 3 aids.
Oh, I got a 29 on the stealth
Oh my
check.
God. 18.
All right, I got a 26, but what fucking penalties do you take for being in the goddamn same room in my line of sight?
Yeah, I mean,
walking
there is
away?
nothing to hide. There is nothing to hide.
Yeah,
from
He
you.
was
I got a
looking
27,
like right at
so-
him.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't
I
beat a
mean-
29, but
Here's what I'm gonna say is that I mean, I don't know.
He just like I said, he's just waiting until they're all sufficiently distracted to just sort of.
I mean, you
I mean,
guys
if
were
if the number is getting passed, then it's like he does it while we're
yeah,
talking.
while you were arguing about it. Yeah, the only thing, like, I definitely think he can get by Sigurd, Yavari, and Tex, no problem, because you guys are enraptured in this discussion.
But
about
Natasha
computer.
is, like,
But
sitting
Natasha
there
hadn't been doing
watching the
nothing. She's
room.
got a fucking eagle eye on everything.
Which patch does she have a patch on?
You're not
gonna
getting in my
stay up.
peripheral vision
stays in the
this
blind
time.
side.
So Natasha, you at least see Vin moving, okay? But Vin, you get there to get a quick glance before anybody notices you moving, and you see a modest chamber carved into the rock. This room contains a small bed, a series of shelves, and a large trunk. The shelves hold several holographic picture frames, an antique sextant and compass, and several fist-sized glass globes. The trunk is made of a shiny metal alloy and is etched with images of stars and insect heads. A standing lamp in one corner is dark, though the soft glow of several patches of bioluminescent moss provides some light.
I will also walk to that room.
All right, you do that. Tex, Sigurd, Ivari, what did you decide to do with the computer?
Yavari just picks the computer up. She says, "Look, if the swarm haven't come yet, we should be fine for another hour until we can get it back to Zlulin."
As Natasi's walking by to follow up with Vin, she'll just casually say, "And if the swarms show up in the next hour, the death of a planet will be on your hands, Miss Ivari." And,
Well, that's not fair.
That's not cool, man. Look, I'm a
Yavari looks at it and she's like,
No, I mean, I turned to Yavari and I'm like, look, I'm gonna trust your instincts on this one. We're both new at this whole game. I feel like the whole party's new at this Hylax game. Let's hang on to it for a second, like you said, and see if we can get something else out of it. But, if we can't, it might not be worth the risk.
All right, so then Vin and Natasi are kind of in this other little chamber here.
And as Natasi approaches, Vin turns around. "Oh, love, you startled me."
and she's like, way too close. And the eyes just burning red.
Android, Nate.
I'm on my best behavior. I'm just
Shit.
investigating the room.
I share an equal interest in what's in this room. Let's find out together.
Hey,
Reluctantly,
what
Vin
y'all doing?
agrees. No, y'all didn't. I mean, I rolled a 29 on the stealth check, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Y'all already
Natasi
doing
and
me
Vin
dirty.
Or go in there while you guys are debating the computer.
Right,
so
right.
Yeah.
I'm just making jokes. I'm sorry.
Yavari tries to harvest something from the
We're not
Avari.
on y'all anymore. Shut up. Vin and Natasi.
Vin checks the locker out. Does it look obviously trapped, or
Well, does it
mayhaps
look obviously
might be
trapped? I mean, you have to roll a perception.
I know.
Come on, bro.
I'm just saying. I'm getting to that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Could just give it to you. Really cool.
You could just give it to me with a 24.
God damn it.
What'd you get on the perception?
A 24.
Okay. I'll tell you that this room, despite you knowing it being hundreds of years old, is surprisingly free of dust and mold. It seems otherworldly that could even be possible.
Well, the cult took up residence here, didn't they?
It's clear that they had not gotten this far in. Okay. And because, I mean, there's like dust everywhere else. And so this is, what you see here is old. Not necessarily 300 years old, but this is also not the cult. There's all sorts of supplies and books related to the Hylaxian faith along the shelves and stuff in here. There's holographic pictures that show a Shirin mystic, like robed mystic wearing Hylaxian robes. You see the Shirin with other Shirins, potentially maybe family members or friends. The glass globes are filled with shades of viscous fluid that remain separate from one another no matter how hard you try to shake them. So it just makes these weird tie-dye kind of swirls. The trunk itself isn't locked, but you know that only because it doesn't appear to have a lid at all, or any kind of handle to open it easily. Your perception check isn't really enough to give you more, but I will give you an engineering check.
Engineering check, lockpick it.
Well, there's no lock. You're just like looking at this box. Like there's no visible way to open it, or even a lid.
Curious little box here. That's pretty good. That's a 27.
Okay, 27 is good. And you can see that some of the images that are etched onto the surface can actually be pressed like buttons. And, trying a few things out, you come to a combination that works. And it's two images that you press at the same time on opposite ends of the trunk. A starburst and a symbol of Hylax. When you press them simultaneously, the container opens, and You see a handful of devotional icons to Hylax, some ceremonial robes, and an antique data pad. Also, you see on the bed a long, and you didn't see this before, opening the trunk
made it visible.
And you see a long, narrow metal box of the same material on the chest sitting on the bed. So there's a data pad, some Hylaxian icons, some ceremonial robes, and then a long, narrow metal box sitting on the bed.
All right. Want to grab the data pad first.
Okay.
Don't really care about the Hylaxian junk.
Okay.
We can give those to Tex.
But yeah, we'll investigate the box on the bed.
All right. You see the similar symbols on that, and you press them.
So he tries those, yep.
And like it opens up like a pool cue kind of case, right?
Mm-hmm.
And inside is a staff of mystic healing.
Uh-oh. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like something I'm into.
All right, so staff of mystic healing. Let's see if you have to be able to cast that to use it. I don't think so, but we'll see here. So it's carved with runes of origin denoting prosperity and long life. Of course, there's Hylaxian runes all over it too. If you have the Healing Touch class feature, which I believe you do, right, Natasi? You can use that ability one additional time.
You do have Healing Touch.
It's like weirdly not on my sheet, but I know I have it. Yes, I've used it before.
It's a mystic thing. Every mystic has
You can use that ability one additional time per day while holding the staff.
So
you cannot use more than one staff of mystic healing per day, so it's a once per day reuse of the Healing Touch class feature.
Yeah, you get a bonus heal every day.
Yep.
You're already such a good healer. Like, that's dope.
Yeah, that is really good. So you can go ahead and add that to your sheet. Now you got this data pad.
Yeah. Yep.
It's old. It's antique, but it looks like you might still be able to use it.
Blows the dust off of it.
Mm-hmm. Let me get a computer's check on that. Hopefully you do okay on this.
Jeez, dude. It's like all these like plot important fucking checks.
I know.
Straight trash. All right, that's pretty good. That's 29.
Okay, 29 is good.
die.
DC 21. So you see that the name of the Shirin mystic that used to be here was Minesh.
Okay.
And of course, immediately you see a detailed map of the area, which will be very helpful to the SDF engineers that are going to convert this cave into a shelter. You also find a diary on there that kind of gives you a glimpse of her life. She lists this as the Caves of Pilgrimage, and she was the third guide here. So typically a guide would have walked you through all these different rooms, kind of explaining the history, and that they would have given you the words to say at the pillar. Her writing paints a picture of a devout young woman who is proud of her position, but she misses her family pretty deeply. A lot of her writings are musings on the forever reliquary and her fervent hope to visit it once her term as guide is completed. Although it doesn't mention specifically what that is, but it is, you do at least now know that it is a place, and it was somewhere that she wanted to go. Her last entry mentioned several small tremors that have racked the caves over a few days. And she writes that she hopes those don't presage a natural disaster similar to the one that caused the original shrine to Hylax to fall into these caves. So that's what you get off of the data pad. I think.
All right, about this time, Vin hollers, "Oi, Tex, mate!
I'm a pirate."
Oh, what? Hey, what the hell? Where you at?
Follow the sound of my voice."
Yeah, I mean, I did roll like a 19 on my perception. I feel like I can get there.
You make it to the
I
room
couldn't
that's
see you
directly
walk
south.
past us in broad daylight. Or
It's not broad daylight.
broad cave light. I have dark vision.
There's some junk in this box. I'm not junk. I mean, sacred artifacts of our beloved deity Hylax.
Well, look, I know you well enough to know you rifled through all of them, so why don't you just tell me what's going on?
I am insulted, sir.
Oh, good.
That
Before
was
you
my
arrived,
intent.
we decided I was able to keep this staff.
Then winks.
I don't reckon there's much I can do with it, so...
That's correct. I'm keeping the staff.
So yeah, I mean, you share the information. Guys kind of go back and forth.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, he's kind of reading it over, to him, just kind of walking around the room as Tex looks over the artifacts.
Yeah. Well, so at this point, you guys have explored all of the caves, and you can make your way back out. You're taking the computer, you're taking the data pad, you're taking all the information that you've gleaned, and you're gonna.
We've also got a tier 2 portable computer that I have to wait till tomorrow to try again on.
And where did you get that one?
Earlier in the damn dungeon, man. I don't know.
Hey, man, you making fun of me?
So you guys make your way back to the surface into the VibraClean Sunny laundromat, the Sunny mat, kind of back out and head, I assume, back to the STF headquarters at the City Hall to report in with Commander Najiri and Zalonin.
If that's where Zalonin is, yes.
Yeah, Zalonin is there. So at first she gives you your notes and kind of listens to what you say, kind of with a cursory glance, and says, listen, I want you guys to get some rest. Get any medical attention that you might need, and await further orders. I am going to call Zalonin, and we can all conference shortly. But get some rest, get something to eat. Thank you very much. You have done great work. And so it's the next morning. She kind of has a meeting set up for all of you, and Zalonin is there, and she's there, and there's some civil engineers from New Graka there, as well as some SDF engineers kind of ready to work together to build this emergency shelter in record time. She is very pleased with the work that you did, and she kind of turns the floor over to Zalonin, and he asks the group,
You have found some amazing history of our people.
Yeah, we really have, man.
It's incredible. These are the type of discoveries that I never thought I would see in my lifetime. Tell me, I would like to hear it from you. What are some of the key things that you have discovered?
And we tell him.
Man, you're such an asshole. Yeah.
We do.
I mean,
that.
I think Tex kind of wrapped up in all of it is like, I mean, I imagine you know to some degree your own history, but I gotta say it was fascinating the way that this kind of complex was laid out. Had the whole Exodus, the whole beginning history of the Sheeran all throughout it, and we got to go through that kind of step by step. And I've got to say personally, like, I don't know if everybody's on this Hylax thing. I know you've been pushing me hard into believing that there's something special with Hylax about me and my best friend here, Ivari, and I got to say, for the first time, I think I believe you.
Yes, this is wonderful. The spirit of Hylax is strong here, and it pleases me greatly that you are opening your heart and mind to the Forever Queen.
Speaking of spirits and strong and stuff, so there's this computer, right? And it does like a beep, 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 and it makes people feel good, but it
yes,
also draws the swarm, we think. Should I smash it?
All right, hold on now. So it's obviously a beacon that drew pilgrims, original Sheeran pilgrims, to this site. You know, what we're concerned about is it functions similarly to what we've heard about similar devices with the swarm.
Yes.
And
yes.
and we're concerned that maybe they're not all malicious.
No,
but
we need to destroy this immediately.
Yavari throws it down on the
all right.
ground and starts stepping on it.
You're gonna have to do
I
more
like
than
shoot
that.
it on the ground. Blap blap blap.
I mean, Yavari weighs like 1,600 pounds.
Yeah, okay. You guys are able to destroy it. And just to put your players' minds at ease, there was nothing else to be gleaned from it. But Zalonin is really kind of like taken aback when you show him the computer. You know,
I just love this scene of like destroy it immediately. And she stomps on it and Tex shoots it. Like, blap, blap.
Well, okay.
All right, well that's done. Tuck my gun away. You know.
What else did you find?
Oh no, guys, those 30 minutes we wasted not destroying it definitely gonna be the difference between when the swarm comes.
yes.
We better watch out.
Yavari looks genuinely worried.
So does Tex. Like
Yavari has a 10
So does Zalonin.
wisdom. So, like, she just assumes anything y'all say.
I mean, Tex has a 20 charisma, so you think what you will about his other stats. They're not good. But yeah, I mean, Tex is like, look, man, I mean, this all was fascinating. I mean, a lot of stuff that was still, I mean, it was very old, you know, a lot of the stuff hadn't been touched for a long time. And I mean, to be honest, we found a few little artifacts, and if you don't mind, we're going to keep this little healing staff for our healer. 'Cause I'd be willing to bet, clearing out this thing and sealing down a nice little location for some of y'all to post up isn't the end of the jobs that y'all are gonna give us.
So, as far as, like, other stuff, there's, like, a waterfall, so you guys are gonna want to cement that up. And then, like...
Yes, the STF engineers will take care of that. Do
the
you have any
room-
more Hylaxian juicy good bits?
What? I don't know about Hylaxian in particular, but the room where we found all these cool artifacts was, like, clean. Is that weird?
It wasn't dusty.
What was the purpose of this room?
Well, it's where the guide, or it was like the third. It said it was the third guide. It was her, I guess, quarters or bedroom or whatever. But it seemed like it had been, you know, like everything else was all dusty and molded and shitty, and that room wasn't. It was it was pretty tip top, you know.
This is likely an enchantment of Hylax, a blessing, to keep the guide's room clean. This is traditional. Did you find anything else in the guide's room? There's potential great historical value in their notes.
Well, okay, so before we even got in the guide's room, we cleared out. I don't know if we told you about the big snake shark monster we killed.
Again, I don't care.
Did we give
All right,
her
you-
the...
Relevant
look,
to Hylax,
man,
guys. I know this is new.
Did we give her the data pad? Excuse me, did we give him the data pad?
I don't know, did you?
I assumed we did.
Vin doesn't care.
Here's
Oh,
look,
mate,
we found
this
this
is some
data
religious writings from our blessed deity Hylax.
pad. All right, Tex cuts eyes at you like real hard.
I mean,
This is
so
like the
does
two
Zalonin,
kids trying to
like-
get brownie points with the teacher.
Well, no, like Zalonin, like knows, just like whatever, and takes it.
Well, but it's like the one kid that like actually studied for the test, and the other kid that cheated
Right.
off that kid.
So Zalonin kind of goes through, reads through the journal, and you see his eyes get real large, and his mandibles kind of get really excited at one point.
He says, the forever reliquary. Oh my.
Right, chill out. It's all right. It's all right. Calm down. Goose Fraba.
I need to consult with other priests of Hylax. This is... I thought this was a myth. I thought this was.
And he like runs out of the room.
Hey, wait, no, you call me when you find something out now.
I will.
I'm in the Hilux game too these days.
He's gone.
Same. Odd same.
But about
Yeah, he is too.
about 2 minutes after he leaves, you guys get a little notification on your data, on your pads, on your comm units or whatever, that he gave each of you 400 credits. He says with a little note,
Sorry, I ran out. I meant to give this to you earlier.
it's 400 credits
money.
as an expression of gratitude
Here's
for
a Venmo.
for their discoveries within the caverns.
It's Shirinmo.
Shirinmo.
What are the emojis he used for the payment?
books and like
Cash
stars?
money. It's just the cash money.
Book, stars, eggplant.
And so then,
Just an obligatory eggplant.
so Commander Najiri kind of takes back over the meeting, and she says, "I would like to officially put you on leave for a few days. You have done great work. You can explore the city, do what you want, and I will contact you when the Midnight Squad is needed again." So a couple things here. One, we're going to do off air. This is an opportunity for you guys to shop on New Graka, so be looking into that. Also, you guys level up to level 5.
All right.
And we will talk
Hey,
about
that's that good
we'll
shit.
talk about that in the next part. And before we kind of tie a bow on this, Heath, I want you to kind of go to the board because we need to
Yeah, we need to. This is a
We need
weird
to talk
ass
about the
board.
board.
we need to talk about the board. And
It's
so
a really weird board.
So in game, you guys have like a week here at New Graka. So be thinking about that between this session and next session. If there's any contacts that you want to do, any shopping, anything like that, you have a week of downtime basically at your disposal before anything else happens. And there is a little thing that's going to happen, but let's talk about the board here. What are we looking at, Heath?
We're looking at absurdity.
Yes.
We're looking right down the barrel of absurdity, all right? So, this was 5 episodes for this chunk, right? Not 6?
Correct.
In 5 episodes, you're not, I mean, when I say it, you're all going to just freak out. We'll start with Southern Tomfoolery. In 5 episodes, there were 17 natural 20s.
Dear God.
Okay.
And
17.
16 were rolled today by you.
At least 5. At least 5, yeah. I seriously, I didn't even make as big a deal of it as I could. Like, I think at one point, like 3 out of 5 were natural 20s. But the counter to that is that Southern Tomfoolery in 5 episodes had 11 crit fails. Natural ones. Just as swingy as it could possibly be on the RN.
So that's a net 8.
No, so we average it, right? We do the average of the players.
Okay.
Right? So the 17 divided by 3 is 5.6 repeating.
Okay.
Right? And then the 11 divided by 3 is 3.6 repeating. So the repeatings cancel out. It's a net 2
Net 2. Okay. All
on
right.
the averages.
All right.
Right? So we're at 2. We're at a 2 for Southern Tomfoolery, despite the fact that they rolled 17 goddamn natural 20s.
All right. Moving on
I like where this is
to
headed.
All right, so Hideous Laughter you only had 4 natural 20s in the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, but you only had 1 natural 1.
Oh, shit.
So when you divide that, you divide the 4 down to 2, you divide the 1 down to 0.5, your net total, based on the average, was 1.5.
Almost
Just
there,
hardly lost the game against
Yeah, so
17
close.
crits.
So close, Griff. So close.
That's what's crazy to me. It's like you just barely lost when we rolled 2 billion natural 20s. And then, as is always incredibly satisfying for me, the Swarm, aka Datum, Sky Daddy, Adam, Space Daddy, whatever you want to call him, he had 1 natural 20 for the entire 5 episodes. and he had 3 natural ones. So he was at a net -2.
Hell yeah.
So as usual, the swarm loses, which is good for this campaign, right? STF squeezes it out, and it's weird to even say that we squeeze it out. STF takes this round, my guys.
Just barely,
So what about
but congratulations.
What's the book?
Just barely.
with 17 credits.
Well, so if it makes you take it into perspective, I know it just sounds absurd. Think about how much, particularly in this last episode or two, I summoned creatures and they got rolls, right? So a lot of my lately 20s were from summoned creatures.
we're screwed on the numbers game because Sig doesn't have anything that gives him a fuck ton of rolls, and Natasi's going to be healing and making
but the
things
nature of
Wilson.
having extra creatures to give you more rolls is it's just as much potential to have more natural.
It's true.
ones.
That's right. That's why I'm saying you're going to continue to see this like big numbers on
We're
both
gonna have
sides.
high
from
numbers
you guys,
and then a net low number.
So who won
you know?
the book?
The entire book?
The last 3 rounds, right?
The last 3 rounds. Oh my god. I have to move 35 die off of my sheet. Hold on.
So STF won this round. I can't remember who won rounds 1 and 2.
I feel like
Book
we
2.
won the second one, but I'm not confident in that. I feel good about it, though. And I have no idea who did the first part.
Okay, so round 6, I'm gonna mark it down. STF. All right, round 5 was Hideous Laughter, and round 4 was Hideous Laughter. Hideous Laughter won the book.
Nice.
Congrats, guys.
Sweet.
You almost called it a comeback, but
I wouldn't call it a comeback.
Don't.
Okay, well,
That's where I'm getting.
Yeah.
But it's just weird. I gotta say, as the bookkeeper for the board, I've really enjoyed this process. It's been a lot of fun keeping up with, and it's just every round is more and more weird.
yeah.
Just the way that it turns out.
Well, it's going to continue to do that, I think, as things, as you guys get better and have more roles going
Yeah.
on, right?
And as I keep summoning 3 to 5
Yes, we
creatures
know
at
you
a
summon.
time.
I'm moving on now.
Okay.
So, you guys have spent you've spent your week, and we'll cover what's happened on in that week in the next group of episodes. But just kind of like a heads up of what's been going on. With the defeat of Sister Spark and her Reckoners, there's kind of a modicum of calm that settles over New Graka. The integration of Susqueland refugees continues in earnest, but you guys are really got some well-earned rest. As you're kind of going throughout the city, you see positive results of your actions. The citizens' general mood is somber. After all, the threat of the swarm still looms large, but there's now a small undercurrent of hope that wasn't there before. At the end of the week, Commander Najiri summons you all back to a meeting with Zalonin, of course, in her office at New Graka. And because of your past involvement with Zalonin and the troubleshooting nature of your squad, you might be interested in hearing what Zalonin has to say. So Zalonin has spent some time in the Caves of Pilgrimage and done some research and speaks to all of you at this point. It says,
Thank you all for coming. The cave's final guide mentioned something called the Forever Reliquary, a phrase I had read and heard several times in text and lectures by Hylaxian scholars. But most of them gave the impression that this was a metaphorical place, an ultimate utopia of peace and friendship that all should strive for. Some even believed it was another name for Hylax's domain. In either case, what you have discovered leads me to think that it is an actual place here on the material plane. I did some searching on the infosphere and found an article written by a Shirin named Galchak, containing theories about the location of the Forever Reliquary However, there is one big problem.
Commander Najiri steps in at this point. The most recent information we have on Galchek is that they were a professor at Zesh University on the planet Limchuva in the Chuva system, which was the last system hit by the swarm before they came to Suskelen. We can't be certain if this is a coincidence or not, but if the swarm are seeking this forever reliquary, it can't be for a good reason. We need more data. And that is where you come in. And I need you to finish your drinks, and we'll see you for the next section.
Oh boy. Book 2 done. Good job,
ya.
Book 3.
Book 2 done. Book 2. Going to university. Everybody's going to college. The Midnight Squad. The college years.
Take that
love
letterman
it.
jacket for sure.
I love this. Alona just Googled it.